Hello, our beautiful souls. You got Joanne and Elizabeth here with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. This channel, my love, if you are a twin flame, divine feminine, looking for answers in this cray journey, this channel is the channel for you in getting deeper in your soul. This is the channel that's going to help you get into that space where you are most magnetic to your twin flame. For real, my love. This is for real. We will always share soul with you in this channel, and we will always get you out of that space of mind, the addictive energy of mind that keeps your person pulling and separated from you when you are focused on what they are doing, thinking, and feeling. We help you get right back into soul. And me and Elizabeth are both in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. We are balancing this stuff daily, my love. We went through it all, from dark night, separation, crazy push-pull. We want to be the place for all of you guys to balance your connections and help you get deeper in soul. So without further ado, Elizabeth has this really awesome question from one of your soul fam. Go ahead, my love.
Here's the question. Whenever I wake up from sleep or a nap, the first thing that comes to me is a rush of fear energy all over my body. The first thought I have when waking up is, oh my gosh, he hasn't reached out to me yet. It has been X amount of time since I heard from him. What if he never comes back again? I miss him terribly. Usually mornings are in separation consciousness, and I remind myself that he is with me all day long as he is me. And by the nighttime, I'm okay and I'm at peace. But the next morning, same thing, separation consciousness creeps back in. I sometimes hug myself, reminding me that he is in my heart space and is never separate from me. Mind is afraid that it is going to be like the old days when he is not able to come to me for years. I know I pushed while seeing his DP. What do I do when mind tells me that you push so much because of that stalking, even though mind has the urgency to check on his social media to know what's happening in his life? I pull that energy in and I trust it all as well, regardless of what the 3D is showing me. I have this knowing that he only wants me and there's no one else in his life, and he is yearning for me. And I'm seeing so many angel numbers and signs. From talking to him multiple times every day to no contact, the mind blames me for not balancing this connection properly, for messing things up one more time, and tells me that something wrong has happened. How do I balance this situation when the mind misses him, the calls, the emails, and everything about him, and wants him right now?
So anytime, I love this question, by the way. And this one I felt like really needed to be shared because there was so much of this.
Joanne, let's get real. This is like the thoughts that go on in almost every divine feminine's head. Like, we wake up, they're with us first thing in the morning in our thoughts, like, oh my God, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? All the fear, rush energy. We've all experienced it. And then it's like you try to gain a semblance through the day and get some peace, and you go to bed and you're feeling okay. Boom, it's right back in the morning. So go ahead, love.
Yeah, and I think the reason why it does that. So first, it's okay. It is okay when you get that panic of separation consciousness, because we are in autopilot in mind. I would say it's a conscious effort to stay conscious because we've been conditioned to be in mind most of our lives until this awakening, this forced awakening into your twin flame connection, your spiritual journey. Now we're conscious. And so this beautiful soul is in this separation consciousness, and then they're waking back up into themselves and recognizing, okay, we're one. Well, we are always one. And that separation consciousness, that part of you that sees them separate, it doesn't go away until you stay conscious. It will always come there. I would say don't judge when you have that urgency to see your person. You miss your person. You crave your person. Those are all coming out from mind. And you have to be able to recognize that you are in mind. And so what happens to some people is they will miss their person. And because they know this connection is energetic, they know that this connection is based on your alignment. There's almost like this place of like, oh, why can I be better at this already? There's like this judgment of seeing mind. Like, I should be better than this now at this point. And it's not your fault. I want this beautiful soul to know it's not your fault when you're in that push mode subconsciously. It's like, not you. You're not like the one sitting around waking up and like ruminating. And so we had this call yesterday with a beautiful soul who is such a spiritual badass, by the way. They're balancing like a boss. And they were trying to navigate their connection. They're balancing their connection. And they were just like, I know I'm pushing. I don't know how I'm pushing, but I know I'm pushing. And that alone is consciousness. That very statement alone is consciousness. That isn't somebody who's sitting around watching tarot readings. That isn't somebody sitting around talking to psychics about their twin flame because they want to know what's going on with their twin flame. That is somebody who knows that this connection is energetic and they can feel the addictive energy come out, and they can see that this is an energy that doesn't serve them. And they want to close all the leaks that's keeping them from their ascension. They want to close the leaks that's keeping them from being at peace. And it's essentially pushing their twin flame away. So they're not trying to release the push for their person. They're releasing the push for themselves. But being able to just say, hey, I know I'm pushing. I know I'm leaking on something. I actually pushed a little bit, right? That's what this question is saying. I pushed a little bit because I was in separation consciousness. And so my question to you is, in that moment, and it's okay, again, I want to share this. This is very, very, very important. If you accidentally checked your social media, if you accidentally saw their workplace, if you accidentally really got caught up and called them, right? You could feel that energy of push coming out from your body, and you just went for it. If you accidentally did that, it's fine. And I would say maybe it's not accident. You know, everybody knows enough to be able to feel their energy at this point. And sometimes it has to happen. Like, you have to experience the push. You have to see yourself push so much to the point where you're never going to do it again, right? There's this breaking point within me that I'm never, ever, ever going to touch that push in the same capacity that I did before, because I did not like how I felt being in that addictive energy. It just wasn't something that I would ever want to duplicate again, because I was so much in mine. And so give yourself a lot of grace. If you accidentally, and I'm saying accidentally because I'm giving you grace, this beautiful soul on the video, and all other divine feminines who sees the addictive energy and just falls into it, because the mind is so like, it's so powerful in like making you think it's real. You get stuck in the stories and then don't realize that you were in mind the whole time. And sometimes it took a little bit of mind activity to get you to the place of why did I do that? Why did I stalk their social media? Why did I send that message? Why did I do that? What is that? What is that? And that's what I kept starting. Well, that's when I knew I was shifting. When I started to ask myself the reasons behind the addictive energy, that's when you start waking up, my loves. When you were in separation, you were doing things that were just crazy, right? So like me and Elizabeth, when we were telling you like, hey, we texted like 100 million times, those things were just happening to us. We didn't realize it until obviously our person pulled so much where it was like, why am I doing that? Hold on, wait, stop that. And that's what I think your level of consciousness is, my love. You're at the place now where you're not just asleep anymore. Yes, there is some conscious things that are coming up that you know is push, but as soon as you catch it, you're conscious. You can catch it now. So what would have been a week of rumination about your person, about their texts and their messages, and trying to be in that push pull, really chasing energy. Now it's 20 minutes. I caught myself for 20 minutes seeing my person separate. I looked at their social media. I recognized I pushed. I'm now conscious and I'm aligned. 20 minutes. And the next time, maybe it's 7 minutes. But before it was weeks, months, right? Even years for a lot of people. They didn't realize that they were in addictive energy for years. So you, my love, are figuring out ways to navigate this connection and balancing the addictive energy that comes up when your persons come back in. When your person comes back in, you have to really make it about you. You really have to make it about you. You as the conscious one. So when they message you, you have to still stay in that union energy, that unity consciousness, where they are not separate from you, because they are not. You align back into that one shared soul that allowed them to come back in so that you're not seeing them separate. This is my person. This is their social media handle. This is the messages and emails they've sent me. This is how they contact me. They're not contacting me now. You see how all of that is separation consciousness. And when you are conscious, when you are soul, all those things go away. I don't need the text. I don't need the messages. I don't need the emails to know that I am whole, complete, and one with everything, especially my person. I don't need that. In fact, if there's even a part of you that is looking for that, I would say that is the leak. You have to release and let go of things that are attached to the body and mind of your person. And this beautiful soul, they know better. In fact, the person will find them the more they release the attachments that they have towards their person and other outlets. Because you know, my love, you, this beautiful soul, have closed them in every other leak that you can find, and your person found you. Your person found you. So it's almost like, I know this is a twin flame connection. I know how the energy works, but I'm forgetting. And that's totally normal. You guys, every year, Elizabeth has to remind me around my birthday to stop worrying about anything. I keep getting back into this place. So I just celebrated my 40. Oh my gosh. I'm an infinite being in this 40
your 40-year vessel. Your 40-year vessel.
And I freaking love her. I love this vessel. And so every single birthday, I don't know why, I go into this mode of all the other birthdays that I had when we were in separation, when we were in push and pull, when my person never did anything for my birthdays. I guess I was so tortured with it that now I forget that I have to still be. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, and this is a message for not only this beautiful soul that asked, but all of you listening. I reserved. So I've been trying to go to Sedona. There's this beautiful restaurant. It's called Mariposa. It's my favorite freaking restaurant in the world. Like, you're literally sitting in the heart of the universe with just surrounded by Sedona views. And the food is amazing. The vibe is amazing. There's a vortex that I can't even explain. So that's my favorite place in the world. Elizabeth got me a gift card to go to Sedona. I've been trying to go there this whole time. I've been trying to go so much that around my birthday, I booked it. And I booked it 5 different times, my loves. I had to keep canceling it because things kept coming up and coming up and coming up and coming up. And I realized all those times when I had to book, and it got canceled, obviously, because I was in mine too. I didn't even know. We go back to autopilot. We go back to our old patterns, right? So this beautiful soul that asked this question, you go back into that autopilot that sees your person separate, and you forget that you've been balancing them and that they've been coming in based on your energy. Well, here I am. I see my person every day. We're as balanced as could be. And every single year around my birthday, I start going back to that do. I got to book, I got to do these. And then they all get canceled. And then I got to really, really remember this connection is energetic. Everything's based on your energy. There's no doing. There's no doing. There is no doing in this connection because you are the beer soul and your person is the doer. You as the positive polarity is the beer. Your negative polarity is the doer. They will show you how aligned you are. And so when you are in separation consciousness, when you have to book the reservation 5 times, sorry, I have to admit that, 5 freaking times. I had to cancel it 5 times too. And then as soon as I released it all, he planned and booked and did everything after I stopped asking, after I stopped trying to do and started to be. I started to release, trust, and let go. So you beautiful soul and all you other beautiful souls who are experiencing with this situation where I'm in separation consciousness, I miss them, I keep looking for them, I want you to really be. I want you to be the divine feminine, the positive polarity you were created to be as soul. I want you to align with that goddess, God, source energy that is infinite and aligned with all there is, especially your person. You aligning with source energy, God energy, is your person, my love. You are being asked to be in soul, to emulate soul, to be in this present moment. Not next week, not 10 weeks from now. And that's why doing that Mariposa and booking was separation consciousness, because I was looking at a future date that I guess I keep forgetting. I know I'm in this connection, but I keep forgetting the energetic work that it still requires. And I think that's what a lot of you are in. I'm advanced enough, I can send that text. I'm advanced enough, I can stalk their social media and there's no repercussion. No matter how advanced you are, the addictive energy does not lie, my love. It does not lie. The addictive energy is addictive energy. It's still fear-based, it's still push, and it will still put your person away from you until you get away from separation consciousness. And how do you get out of separation consciousness? You get into the state that you were in when they were in your space. You allow yourself to release, let go, surrender and trust, and get back into the state of love. All of that is fear. All of that is fear. What are they doing? Let me look at their social media, right? All that's fear. Me booking 5 times to go to a restaurant was fear. That is fear. And so I am going to align with love. I, as an awakened twin flame, is going to align with love. I'm going to align with the part of me that is one with everything, including my person. I align with love. And anytime the mind goes there, I bring it back to now and I realign back to love. That is our one job. If there was even anything that we should focus on, it's pure being. This is pure soul, my love. No emotions, no mind, no doing, none from the body, none from the emotional experiences, all soul level, all now. Because I didn't get the restaurant. I didn't walk into the restaurant in the future. It was now. I walked into the restaurant in this now moment. I was drinking my drink in the now moment. So trying to figure it out on how to get there is still in separation consciousness. Trying to get a text from your person is an impossible void, because you're literally looking at your person separate and hoping that they see you and feel you in the oneness, when they can only do that when you're in the oneness. It's trying to find your person in the 3D when your person is aligned with you in the 5D. So you're being asked to align with the 5D so that your person in the 3D can see you in the 3D, because you're both one in the 5D.
So the first thing that came to mind when, because like I said earlier in this call, that we all experience it. We wake up and our person's on our thoughts. The first thing when we wake up throughout the day, and then when we go to bed again at night, it's like never ending. But I almost think this is my theory on why the addictive energy is so strong, why the separation consciousness is so strong in the morning, because I experience it too. Even now in a permanent relating experience, waking up in bed next to my person, I still experience this exact sensation, this exact energy. It's not as strong as it was obviously when we were in actual physical separation, but it still occurs. So it's so crazy. This energy is so real. But here's my thought process is, we've talked about this in other videos. Joanne knows all about this. I have really bad dreams, and I have a lot of dreams about my person. And in my dreams about my person, it's always like the mind is re-experiencing, reliving the separation again. The feeling of, I can't find him. Where is he? Where is he? The really almost like traumatic sensation energetically that I experienced, that the mind experienced when he left without notice, when he moved out without notice. When I go to sleep, those are what my dreams are, and I have them all the time. To the point of my person, he's told me from the very beginning, don't tell me your dreams. It's not fair that you dream about these things about me. Like, he does not like it. It makes him pull. When I even tell him I had a dream about you, he's just like already pulling, because he knows that it's all mine. He knows that it's something adverse against him. So anyways, that's my theory of why we wake up with such energy. When we're asleep, we are strictly being run by the subconscious. The dreams are the subconscious aspect of us. It's where all of the energies are trying to be released, right? Like your mind is actually trying to rid itself of these really toxic energies. And when you're not doing it while you're awake and conscious, the mind is like, okay, well, let me take this opportunity to do it while you're asleep, because I need to get rid of it, because your body doesn't want to hold on to these energies, right? That doesn't serve it. And so the mind takes the opportunity at night to sort of try to work through it on its own. And so when you're in the state of sleep, you're in the deepest forms of the subconscious, and the subconscious is the master of your dream state. And so when you wake up, maybe this affects some of you guys too, and maybe it does, where you don't even realize your dreams were so powerful, or for those of you maybe that don't dream, or you don't remember your dreams, the mind is still running. The subconscious is still running while you're sleeping, and it is autopilot through the energies of mind. So when you wake up, you're sort of already engulfed in those energies. So it makes sense why you feel so strongly in the morning time that separation consciousness, because you've literally been on autopilot for 8 hours being ran by the subconscious. And it's like throughout the day, you awake, get to choose to be conscious, and you do it and you do it, and you start feeling better, you start feeling better, you start feeling better. And by the time the nighttime rolls around, you are aware. You're aware of everything that's going on, because you are focusing intentionally on staying conscious as much as possible through your waking hours. And then what happens? You go back to sleep, subconscious goes on autopilot, and it starts all over again. It's like to wake up and be immersed in those energies of separation again, through no choice of my own consciousness, but because the subconscious is still trying to work through all of those energies it stuffed down, all of those really, really painful energies that it dealt with or stuffed away when my person left and I was forced to deal with it. So waking up, even though my person's right next to me in bed, the mind is reeling. And it's really, really easy when the mind's reeling to identify as the mind. And when you're half asleep, it's really hard work to say, I'm going to be aware and I know that this is mind. It's really hard work to do all of that stuff because you're half asleep, and it's just really easy to fall into line with the subconscious thoughts. And really, that's where I think that is going. So throughout the day, it is much easier to stay focused, to stay present, and to remember that you're the awakened one, you're the conscious one, you're observing. But I think that's why you're having that experience in the morning. So don't give yourself a hard time, because it happens. It happens to many, many of us. It happens. And we all power through. This is what's building our spiritual stamina, is becoming aware that the mind is on overdrive in the morning. And therefore it's like, okay, well, I know I need to make a more conscious effort, especially in the morning, to get myself out of this place. I still wake up, and it's really hard for me to wake up in the mornings. Like, I really need my place of solitude for a little while when I wake up, without talking to anybody, to almost just get myself into a headspace where I can be conscious. Because if I'm introduced to other people's energies first thing in the morning when I'm still half asleep, it's really easy to fall into mine. So whereas when I was asleep, when I was in a sleep version of myself, I was a morning person. I would start my day and I would engage and I would talk. And now that I'm awakened, it's sort of funny, because I sort of have gone the opposite extreme. I don't want to talk to my children when I'm driving them to school. Like, I really need time of solitude to come out of mind energies, and then get myself to this place of consciousness, and then I can start my day properly. But it takes a little while.
I feel like I need it on both moments. I need it before I sleep, and I need it as soon as I wake up. And this is similar to this person's question. Why is it right when I wake up or right when I'm about to go to sleep? There's this panic mode. It's almost like the subconscious starts activating closer to when you're about to go to sleep, when you're tired. And then right when you wake up, of the addictive energy all day, every day, watching it. And that's why dreams happen, because it releases all of the addictive energy you've been conscious of in the morning. And there's a really huge reason why our 30-day detox is so powerful in this connection. Why so many beautiful souls can manifest their person like even before 30 days. Why? Because you're being guided every day. Me and Elizabeth created the 30-day detox specifically for this connection, specifically to release addictive energy. Each day you are guided to essentially be the conscious observer in your connection. And so there's a reason behind why so many people, when they do the detox, they come to us not even after the 30 days. And it's like, my person came back, my person unblocked me, I ran into my person in the store. And they're trying to find out why. Well, it's because you've been tapped into this place of soul, the beer, the watcher. So when you ever get lost, my love, all of you guys, whenever you get lost and feel like I'm back in mind, I'm back into separation consciousness, have a routine set for yourself to keep you in line as the conscious one. And there's a reason why the detox is so powerful, is because we gave you 30 days, 30 days, each day, do this. Each day, do this. And we actually give you a regimen every morning, every night. We give you a regimen throughout that 30 days. And so what I'm telling this beautiful soul is go back to that inner state of being. And really, you guys have to have a good regimen throughout the day. You could do it in the day. That's what I think I'm hearing from this beautiful soul. In the rest of the day, I'm good. It's morning and night, morning and night. So what I'm telling you is you're missing consciousness alignment in those two critical spaces. Those are when I would say have more time of solitude and peace and alignment with soul. Because if you dedicated soul alignment in that morning and night, you would be the conscious observer of the mind, seeing your person separate. Anytime you want to stalk, anytime you want to push, anytime you see your person separate, I want you guys to go within. I really want you to go within, because your person is not separate from you. Once you align with unity consciousness, the oneness of soul, you're tapped into infinite soul energy, like God's energy. And you're one with all. You're one with the birds, the skies, the trees, your person. Yes, your person. That's the only emphasis that everybody has is their person, their person, their person. When you align with everything, you don't even care about your person, my love. You really don't care about your person because your person is you. You start becoming your person. You are your person. You're one with everything. So when there's a part of you that wants to see them separate, I'm asking you, I'm calling upon you to find that one space where you are forever together. And that is soul. That is the moment where you really go within, aligned with the true essence, the beer, the watcher, the conscious observer that is. The one that is being, not doing. Checking their social media is doing. Looking for them is doing. Trying to understand is doing. When being requires no doing. It's pure non-attachment, non-duality, pure singularity in the being as the soul that you are. Harness that one soul energy that you are. Be the one soul energy that you are. The very magnetic energy that allowed your person to find you when all other outlets were closed. I want to remind you that, love. This journey is real. The connection is real. You were proven time and time again it's real because every time you get back into soul, they find you. And now you're looking for them. You see the difference? I'm going to go in soul and I'm finding me. My person finds me. As soon as I'm looking for them, they're nowhere to be found. It's kind of like Elizabeth, right? When he left, love, and you're looking for him in the hotels when he left your house, and you're looking and calling and calling and calling. He's nowhere to be found. That's separation consciousness.
Yeah. And the freaking out part of it. The mind
of
freaking
course.
out.
Yeah, it just sounds so crazy to be in that panic mode of like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And then this is my favorite part, guys. This is how you know that there is light in the end of that crazy tunnel, that darkness, that pain, the suffering. There is Elizabeth walking, harnessing her soul energy, literally like one with ducks. Elizabeth became part of the duck family. She literally found these ducks in a pond and named them. She'd wake up to them in her house, like in front of her house, waiting for her to wake up. And her person rushes in the middle of the morning, like before a swim, and has to be with her. The same person, not too long ago, she was chasing around, trying to find all around town. And until she chased herself,
Joanne, I totally forgot about the duck showing up in my front driveway.
I know.
Like the pond, the lake area was a good, 5-minute walk away from my house, and there was ducks in my driveway one day.
Yes, she woke up and she took a picture and she named that duck too. She said, "This is so and so duck."
Yeah.
Like this is so and so duck, and I woke up to them in my house. Like, what?
The grounding and the root energy at that time was like, it was on fire, and I swear the oneness I was able to feel just within myself. I mean, yeah, there's a reason why he. So it's like, I really want to point out, and I've said this in so many videos, but I really want to point out this person who wrote me a note and left, right, without warning. And in the note said, like, this house is toxic, which really meant my energy was toxic, because how can a house be toxic? It was my energy. Is the same person who today is telling me I'm his piece. That's me. That was the inner shift I made. There's nothing that changed on his part, right? There's nothing that changed on his part. His feelings didn't change for me. None of that changed. What changed was me releasing that toxic energy that had affected him so much to a state of peace within myself that now translates and transcends to him. So here I was, the one who every day he would wake up telling me I made his stomach hurt because of he didn't say because of my energy, but he would always say, I feel so sick. I feel so sick. Like you're making me walk on eggshells. I feel so sick. To now, I am his rock in a state of peace every single day. That's us, my loves. That's that is this journey. We find our inner peace for ourselves, and it transcends to our person in a way that the mind can never logically understand, because it's not a logical thing. It's an energetic connection. This is something that nobody would understand that's not in this connection, because they don't understand sharing one energy with another being.
Yeah.
And so this is this crazy experience we're going through. And my loves, you are powerful. Your energy is powerful. Watch your energy. Let it guide you. Let it guide you to a place of peace, because that peace will be not only felt by you, but it'll be felt by your person. And that's when they reach out. That's when they want to stay. That's when they won't ever leave your side, because they can't get it for themselves.
Mm-hmm. And that's why this beautiful soul that asked this question is so confused, because they're in separation consciousness and they were seeing their person message them every day. So it was like, how can I lose my unity consciousness so like quickly, and how do I gain it back? And the best way to do that is to start focusing on you again, love. It's always going to be about you. This whole journey is always going to be about you, because you are your person. You are them. When they're messaging you every day and they're texting you every day and they want to see you and video chat and talk to you all the time, that is them seeking your soul energy. That is them being one with itself. And you are the beer. You are the observer. Find your way to find the routines in place to realign back with soul. Whether it's bonding with ducks, dancing with the trees, that's what I do. I dance with the trees. I remind myself that I am soul. I know that the mind is there. I know that the mind is addicted. I know that the mind will always see them separate. But as soon as I dance with the trees, as soon as I start realigning with the skies, I start to recognize I am everything, that I am the universe, and that nothing is separate from me, especially my person. And that's when they are there too. We've been trying to get into this energy of soul, me and Elizabeth, this 5D energy, and I think we got it. Look, it's here. It's so here. It was those ducks, just hearing the ducks, like, right?
Oh man, I miss those ducks. Yeah.
How can ducks like have a whole like drawn to energy? It's like they came to you. They came as fast as your person came to you, love.
Yeah, they did.
So she woke up to duck and her person all happening at once. It's pretty cool. We love you guys. We hope you can feel this energy, this high vibrational soul energy. This is yours for the taking. This is the energy that draws your person in. It's never for them. It's all for you. And this is literally the energy that you are, my love, as soul. Love you guys. Bye, love.
Bye, love.